Okay. Is the guy here? No. The guy might show up eventually. See if we get a hint for it, actually. So he just found a ring that some guy dared us to find. Okay, well, right now it just says, find the ring. Well, I did, so the guy might just show up at some point. Some of these are so long. Fears. Oh, okay, just go to the aquarium again. That was the second step, it's also the third step for some reason. Oh, this guy. Yeah, okay, that was the first quest. So that one we've done. And now, next is that Weddle. Basically every stage, I think, is what's going to happen here. Do I want to read all these? Oh, I can... There, it's faster. Collect the coins. Also a bunch of coins. So get complete sets, basically. Considering how you just have to find these in tiny spots. Also haircut. Yeah, the considering you have to just look at random tiny spots, I think it's unlikely that I'll manage to find any of those complete sets as much as I would like to. But we'll see. Alright. So that... Southwest Catan... Is that not what I thought it was? I thought that was the one in Deep Hole, but it doesn't say Deep Hole. No, Deep Hole is more just straight south, wasn't it? I should take a look at that. We have a lot of things to do in Atoll. Maybe I should go there. Yeah, I want to do this. I just need specifically the right kind of dolphin. Oh my god. Okay, so and these are a bunch of different things I could... Places I could look for fancy... Yeah, fancy special treasure. Which again, I don't want to keep doing too much salvaging, so those I'll probably actually leave be. Okay, so in that case, I'll... Okay, one thing at a time. I'll actually just acknowledge the dolphins again briefly. Why are you still a new recruit? We've done so many things with you. What kind of pace is this game supposed to progress at? Hi. I'll do a couple of these again. Just a couple. That's apparently not a record. I think it was 6 something. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, they can do the little... Okay. That's a fancy one. The mechanics of that one seem fairly difficult. It's not the whole... The entirety of what makes it interesting is that it doesn't look very possible to do. If using the classic controller, you can play this game with the classic controller? Didn't realize that. I'm perfectly fine pointing. Actually, I never even owned a classic controller, I don't have one. But... Anyways. Just let them do things. Does this count for training if I do this? Oh, hi. No. I thought it just came right back up without having actually done anything. No, okay, you're doing that too. I don't know if they're really trying to go for a new record for how long they can flap their fin for. I guess maybe staying on their side is difficult, I don't know. But my point is, I wonder if I can just kind of leave it like this and see if it'll actually I'm curious if this counts as training or not. Strictly speaking, it does seem to go faster. Like there's less time in between individual tricks they do, and you don't have to decide which one they do. Look at that, a new record for waving. Oh, look, there I am. I didn't realize the other characters had joined in. Yeah, it's slightly amusing watching this. I don't know if this counts as training or not. They really like the wave, jeez. Setting new waving records, amazing. Oh, okay. I hit cancel, but you have to wait for the next trick to finish. Are they staying for longer? Yeah, they're getting better at everything, it seems like. Right. In case positive reinforcement actually does anything, I have no idea if it does. I feel like that should count for something, you being able to do a lot of tricks, and also, yeah, who knows. Their rank is not improving in any capacity. I don't know what else I can try with the different creatures, though. Different creatures. Oh, yeah, with the creatures I find in the river and so on that I could potentially befriend. I'm not sure. Anyways, we've got a few things to do at the atoll. What were they? We have a bird to find. We have a rock to move. What else do we have? Shoot. What was the third thing? Oh, did they want us to find... Oh, where was it, though? Let me review the footage real quick. They wanted me to find a tiny creature, but I don't remember where it was, or what it was or where. Give me a second. Okay, it's an orange sea slug that you find in the spring garden on the sand. Left, please. Okay, so you can start in the spring garden then. We can just find a sea slug immediately. I haven't gotten any hints, I don't think, for where to find this bird, so... Not there are likely that many places, since... And the bird's not going to be underwater, most likely. So my guess is you check on... My two guesses are you check on that one rock towards the middle, and that you just check out all the shore spots. Yeah, deep hole's over there. Okay. Anyways. Let's just comb the sand for a second here. Supposedly around here you can find some sea slugs. Don't want to venture too far off. Well, this place is just pretty small in general. We cover the map pretty quickly, actually. Not seeing anything I can look at down here. Tiny sharks. Yeah, sorry. I'm not being allowed to examine any of the... Yeah, this isn't going to be where I need to look. I think Dole is just looking at some salvage stuff there, or what? Yeah, hello to you guys. I like how you delicately poke at the whale with one finger as if they aren't many times your size. I'm not seeing any zoom spots for some reason. I was told it was at the spring garden here. But I'm not seeing anywhere I can actually look in the sand. I was told it was specifically in the sand. I can give up on this eventually, but I was told pretty clearly where I should be looking. It's just... nothing is coming up for some reason. That's weird. It felt like in the first game you really could just look at... just comb the sand. And you'd find zoom spots all over. I guess that's why I thought I remembered. And this one I'm leaving the spring garden. But I can't look at any of the sand here. This is odd. Okay. You see, I can look at other stuff that's not the sand. That's not what I needed. I don't want you, Gobi. I don't think I've quite checked up here, but it's really strange. There's just nothing in the sand. That is not the spring garden anymore. Game, I don't really know what you're talking about. This is not a sandy bed. Right here. It's the Gobies. Go home, Gobies. Let's head out west. See what that brings us to. I don't think you can look at zoom spots like this. I kind of would like to look at zoom spots all the while, or look for them. We should look for the cave around here, too. So supposedly somewhere over here there's a cave? I don't remember if it was west or southwest. I don't know where there could be a cave just out west, because it's kind of hard to see the map here. It's just sand. Over here there's at least rock to in the cliff face. There's at least rock that you could try to go into. What are you looking for there? Okay. I don't know why you were so excited for this. Scary noises. Tiny seahorses. Kind of tempted to check the... Really? Directions again for where the cave was as well. I didn't really intend for this to be a whole episode of me just looking for stuff here and not finding any of it. And this would be a logical place to find a cave, I think, in this rock face. Right, I guess give me a second, I'll see if I can recall, well, I'll look at the footage again to double check where it says the cave was. It does say southwest, which of course isn't very specific. I don't know where it could be other than Blue Cliff, honestly. Because anything else around here doesn't really have any places that could serve as a cave entrance, I don't think. I guess this thing could. Most stuff here is just sandy. Now up here, where it's just more sandy stuff again. Yeah, the one spot that's rocky in the southwest would make sense as a place to try to find the rock, but... What, dude? I've been over there. Why do you keep telling me to go here? Yeah, I know there's a zoom spot here. There are no new species here or anything. I guess it could be down there too, but the map says it's all sandy over there, right? That's what the white means. So I don't think that's a place I'd expect to see a cave entrance. Not much else here really offers opportunities for cave entrances to exist. What? I've already seen this. I've seen all these things, Dole. Over here would make perfect sense for finding a cave. There is rock that a cave could be in, but you really can't go very deep here, it feels like. The game just says no, for some reason. You can swim out here, but there's nothing to do over here. Rather than get a slightly better view. Can't see very far. Man. Just feeling like a lot more of a bust than I was thinking it would be. Usually it's not that hard to find stuff in this game in my experience. At least when the game tells you that stuff is there. Can't go down there. I mean, it's not a matter of the game just... I don't think the game has given me a hint about something I can't access yet. I don't think. I don't think that's the thing that the game does. The thing is, I don't really remember finding this rock. I think the game just stuck that in my notebook at one point. There it is, my god. That really blends in. I don't know if I found this myself before or not. I wish it just said in Blue Cliff instead of saying generally in the Southwest. I could have at least searched here the whole time. Yeah, let's see what's in here at least. Well, not much to see in here, it feels like. Hold on, let me... come at this from further away, maybe. Oh, hold on. So just gonna be a... Yep. I swear, if that coin is literally all there is to find in here. There's always something to find in here. Salvage-wise as well. Mysterious chest, so that one's fancy, that one's special, okay. Nothing else, okay. Alright, that's one thing. Just don't know why I haven't found any... Yeah, see, the game will automatically start writing me as if I do what I just did and invert myself. Which actually makes it a lot more difficult to swim upside down than it otherwise would be. Because you're automatically rotating as you do it. Let me see if... actually, hold on. Dole, where are you? I'll take a few guesses at where the bird might be. Okay, where's my dolphin? Okay. Meadole doesn't really know how to navigate that kind of geometry. They'll probably show back up eventually. Until then, we can swim on over to... I want to look at this particular island in the middle. I don't know why I feel particularly suspicious of that one. And just to make up for so little happening today, I will probably run this episode just a little long. That bird's gotta be somewhere on land, and there aren't that many land places to be. There we are, Dole, jeez. I was gonna ride Dole to get places more quickly, but... I don't know if I should be going on ashore or if I should just be like looking at the rocks that stick out of the water or what, but let's see. You're a bird. First guess. Look at that. Everything we see in this game is unusual. I was just there. Fine. Hey, dude. This is just more cormorants flying around? Yeah, apparently. Food. Okay. Down we go. Yeah, we'll swan over to the whales and get a look at them. But Dole will be charged with getting us there marginally more quickly. You heard me. Get back here. Can't escape. Where do you go? Alright, back over to Blue Cliff. So I don't know why I couldn't find any zoom spots in Sand Garden, though. I thought the game said they would be, the little orange sea slugs would be in sand beds there, which would imply to me, sea slugs are definitely the sort of thing you see in zoom spots, so you would look for zoom spots on the sand, and I just didn't see any. I should probably take a look at the personal, whatever this thing's called, at some point. Private reef. I was told there was something to see over here. Spooky noises. Seriously though. There we go, jeez. Finding the triggers for things can be difficult in this game sometimes. Even when it tells you where something is, you go there and just nothing happens. Until you wander for a bit. Get those fish. They deserve it. How much more agile can whales be than small fish? And I suspect the only reason that these guys are all at Blue Cliff is because they don't have space to do what they just did otherwise. Did you enjoy that, Dole? Okay. I'll take one last look at the garden as I swim back to the boat. But I don't know where these slugs are supposed to be. We at least found 2 of the 3 things we were looking for here, which is, I think, an okay track record. That's not what I was hoping for. There's nothing to see in the sand here for some reason. And there are lots of zoom spots if you look at the other stuff that's not sand. Why do you want me to look at this one specific zoom spot, Dole? Cool, there's nothing here. Just a singular bannerfish, and by that I mean 2 singular bannerfishes. Bunch of tiger puffers, not what I need either. It's not in the sand. See, all the coral I can look at, but that's not helping me. More coral. More of the same guys. Oh! Finally! Where are you? And you're a pistol shrimp. I don't need a pistol shrimp. I need a sea slug. That's just... Oh, okay, here's another one. That's a goby. I don't need gobies. That's the one I just looked at. Are there any more around here? This isn't particularly the spring garden anymore anyways. Why are there so few zoom spots on the sand here? Now I'm finding them. I don't know why I couldn't find them before. You're a frogfish. Finding places to look at least, that's a big improvement, but it's not what I need. At least have the... the one thing I need yet. You're also a frogfish. Come on, man. Seems like you want to stick to the biggest sandy areas, though, not the ones that are just between bits of stone. This is way too high up. Man. Feels like everything I'm finding is like at the border of the garden. It's like the garden proper just doesn't have any sand you can look at. Despite that being where I'm told I need to look. Here's a big open sand area. But no zoom spots. And again, we're leaving the garden. Alright, I guess that's... no? I think I just had a thread in the game with me finally leaving, I guess. Jeez. Okay. Camera? Oh, yeah, just focus on that guy. Shutter speed, I really don't care. It's not gonna make a difference. It's literally a slug. They're not gonna move too quickly. Okay. Alright, off we go. Jeez. I don't know why that had to be so hard. One day there will be something on the bottom of this boat. Okay. Hi guys. Could take a picture of them. Alright. On that case, we'll deal with the consequences of our actions today next time. Did a lot of things here today. Cool. Alright. Bye everyone.